Let's not forget that over this weekend, Donald Trump's plane at Dulles Airport was right next to Vladimir Putin's Russian embassy plane and right next to the United Arab Emirates Air Force C-17 plane. Let's not forget about that. Let's also not forget about the fact that in documents that were released in connection with the Jeffrey Epstein criminal grand jury, Donald Trump's name repeatedly appeared on the message log of Epstein, specifically in 2004. And there were lots of message logs about setting up massages with teenage girls separately. And then as part of the stack of messages, Trump's name appears in other messages, not those, but in other messages. So remember the power of your pen as a media network, or the power of your lens. What you cover and what you don't cover tells us a lot about what your priorities are. And this is one of our critiques of the media and what they refuse to cover. I do want to give a hat tip to Andrew Layden, incredible journalist, for getting these photos, for putting in the hard work. He's the one who captured over the weekend first Donald Trump's plane next to the Russian embassy plane. The Russian embassy plane was there because about every 6 months to a year, they're purportedly there based on this arrangement to pick up diplomats and move them out. That was the at least purported reason why they're there. But that plane next to Trump's plane, and then a day later, the UAE, United Arab Emirates plane was there. Someone asked Andrew Layden, any non-Trump U.S. planes parked nearby? To which Andrew, who was there, said, nope. This was actually a very isolated part of the airport between the runways, not near the terminals or main airport parking area. I just want to report the facts. I'm not trying to give you conspiracies to say that what was happening was Donald Trump giving classified information to Putin or the United Arab Emirates. I'm not saying that at all. There's no evidence of that. It's odd that these planes were next to each other. I am saying that this should be discussed. There should be an examination of what those planes were doing, because as this one account puts it as well, and this is written sarcastically, it's a good thing all the classified documents Trump stole from the White House have been accounted for. Oh, wait, because they have not all been accounted for. And then the same account goes, on a completely unrelated note, it's a good thing that air-gapped systems can exfiltrate data within line of sight. And there's the emoji with the faceplant emoji. Do you think that there are actually countermeasures on Trump's plane to stop exfiltration of the data on the Trump plane? Do you think that Trump's plane is secured with appropriate air gapping measures to try to stop the ability to kind of get into any of the electronics there? I mean, do we think that any of that's actually taking place at all? And especially with these planes being at the line of sight, you're telling me you don't think that, I mean, I don't know, I'm asking, that the United Arab Emirates plane, the Russian plane, and the Trump plane aren't able to share data based on the proximity if they wanted to, or able to get into each other's system? That kind of brings us to the broader topic, where I don't want to get into conspiratorial territory. I just want to focus on the fact that those planes were next to each other at Dulles. That's odd, and I think it should raise red flags. Period, full stop. But I also want to talk about the facts, because you hear Trump and MAGA always go, oh, you're just spreading lies about Russia, 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 Russia. Well, look, the very first act that Donald Trump did once he was in office, after he called on Russia to hack into his political opponent's email, what was the very first thing that Donald Trump did? He had the Russian foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, and the ambassador to the U.S., the Russia's other top foreign diplomat, if you want to even call him that, Sergei Kislyak, were there in the Oval Office. And they were laughing and they were mocking the heck out of the United States, right? The Republican Party went from tear down the wall, Mr. Gorbachev, to they were in the Oval laughing and mocking us. And it is undisputed. Trump provided them with highly classified information in the Oval Office. This is not a conspiracy. It's not, oh, did Trump give him the data? Trump gave them classified information in the Oval Office. He went to a separate area where he allowed no other American interpreter or any of his other advisors to be there. And he spoke with Lavrov and Kislyak alone. And then Trump bragged about giving them classified information in tweets. He tweeted about it. This isn't, oh, Donald Trump did it. Oh, Russia, Russia, Russia. He did it. He tweeted about it. He said, as president, I wanted to share with Russia at an openly scheduled White House meeting, which I have the absolute right to do, facts pertaining to terrorism and airline safety, humanitarian reasons, plus I want Russia to greatly step up their fight against ISIS and terrorism. Trump sent that May 16, 2017. He was there with the Russians in the Oval May 15th, 2017. It's right there. It's all in front of our eyes. But of course, the corporate media didn't want to call that out in any meaningful way. But just take a look at this. You go back to 2013 Fox. This is what Fox was saying in 2013 when they wanted to go after President Obama. Because remember, Mitt Romney talked about the threat that was posed by Russia as a geopolitical foe. President Obama, in a debate, basically tried to make light of Romney saying that. And Romney turned out to be correct about the threat posed by Russia. So here was Fox when they were attacking Obama for basically downplaying the threat of Russia. Here, play this clip.
And you know what? Mitt Romney was right a year ago when he said that Russia was our greatest geopolitical foe. He was right. Whether it's Ed Snowden or Syria or many other things, look at us now.
And here was Romney in 2012 saying that Russia was our biggest geopolitical foe. Play this clip.